start with how to install the smartphone Chrome extension, and then also how to utilize the click-to-call and click-to-text features of smartphone within Podio. So first things first, you want to install the Chrome extension. You can see what it looks like. It's this little arrow smartphone icon. I've already installed it, but if you have not installed it yet, you can go directly to the Chrome store, or you can actually go to the dashboard of your smartphone account, and if you scroll to the bottom, it actually has a link here. It says click to call Chrome extension. You click that, and it will have the pop-up, and it'll take you directly to the smartphone Chrome extension that you need to download. So with all this being said, you need to run this system through Chrome, Google Chrome as the browser. So if you use a different browser, download Google Chrome and utilize it for this system. You can see I've already installed it, so I just have the option to remove from Chrome, but you should have the option to install it, which you will want to click and go ahead and install. And then I also recommend that you pin it to the here to the Chrome extensions. So I'm gonna close out of this, and let me show you kind of how this all works within the lead itself. So first things first, click on that Chrome extension once you have it downloaded, and you're gonna see just like a login box here, which if you're already logged into Podio, you can just click login to Podio, which is what you want to do. And then it'll have a pop out saying that you're good, you're logged in. It'll take some time. Longer than expected, of course. And boom. Then I got the notification that I've been logged in. Okay, I don't need that window anymore. I can go back to Podio, and now when I click the Chrome extension, it will give me the option to click on my organization, which you want to do. Click on your organization, and now it is logging in to your organization. Now, let's go over what these different tabs across the top are. So the dialer tab, you don't need to worry about anything other than at the bottom it says caller ID. For those who have multiple phone numbers, you can select your different phone numbers here. So as you're calling different lists or every other lead, you can go ahead and switch the phone number to another number so that you're not, you're switching it up so you're not getting flagged as spam. This is just the test account. On my normal account, we have 3 phone numbers per market. So we probably have 9 to 12 phone numbers total right now. Recent calls, you can go to and see just kind of a list of recent calls. This information will also kind of be in the communications app as well. And what it's good for is once you call someone and let's say you leave a voicemail, they didn't answer, you can come in here and this is a good place to click the send text message icon, which is the three dots with the message. You can click that, and now you can send a test message to them as well. Or if you have a script, like I mentioned in the smartphone walkthrough video, is you can actually set up SMS templates, which you can select here to send. If you're sending the same script every single time, you can just click on that script there and it'll populate, and then you can click send message. Now, some of the other things is inbox tab is where those messages are. So you'll have in almost like a text message format all that. And you can also, from here, you can send a text message template. All of the outgoing and ingoing text will also funnel through to the communications app, and then consequently as comments within the lead itself, which is important because then you can see all your different communications at once. The other thing to note is if someone calls you and leaves a voicemail, underneath the inbox tab, the menu here on the left, you can go and you can listen to those voicemails. And once you listen to them, you can determine how you want to change the lead status, or if you need to call them back, or if you need to mark them as a junk lead, or what, or if it's the wrong number or something. You might need to delete that number from the lead. Yep. So there's that, and then under settings, you can also switch because this is calling through the computer. You can determine what speakers and what microphone you're using for that. And there you have it. You can switch the theme if you really want to. So that's the Chrome extension. Now to actually make a call, you go into the lead, and here's a sample test lead that we have here. And this is our validation phone number, which I will call. And when you call, you can see we get this drop down, and it shows the phone number that's calling. It shows who we're calling. And you can see, this is we're getting a phone call, so I'm going to accept it. And sorry about all the feedback. It's kind of awkward. I'm calling myself on the same computer. And let's go ahead and wait for that to connect, which it is now, and we will end the call. In which case, smartphone, which you'll be here, you'll be within the lead. Smartphone now has a couple options here. So you can leave the notes. So in this case, let's say I answered, and I am interested in selling 48 units, I don't know, unit mix, yada, yada, yada. You can type whatever you want. So you can type that information there, or if you wrote it down on on a lead capture form, you can just simply, you can state lead capture form, and you can, I'll show you what you can do as well, or you can add notes after the fact down in the comment section here, whatever's easiest for you. But let's say, I just answered. I was the right person, so I'm going to click answered good. Some of these other options, voicemail match. So this is if you call someone and it goes to voicemail, but the voicemail, it says, hey, this is Justin, and you notice that Justin is the owner of this asset. You want to put that as voicemail match, because that means you have the right number, they just didn't answer. Sometimes you just have no idea who you're leaving a voicemail for. So you might want to put voicemail unknown. If they answer, it's the wrong number. You can put wrong number, or if it's a bad number, a busy number, kind of a junk number, you can put busy no answer as the selection for that. So in this case, I answered and I want to sell, or I answered, so this is my phone number. So we'll put answered good as the result. And then once it loads properly here, might need to refresh. This happens sometimes, especially while I'm recording videos. It seems to be a little bit buggier, but answer good. Okay, so it did go through. You can see on the recent calls here, it just was a little buggy, and then yes, so now you can actually go, you can see within the lead, I just added a new comment that is outgoing call. I was the caller, right? If you have multiple people, it'll have different users. This is who I called, the phone number that I called, which you can see here, 561-5123, and then this is the number I called from. This is my smartphone number, which you can see here, 961 961-3313. It was a good phone call, and then here's the notes. So the other thing that you could do is, let's say you used your lead capture form. You can just put, for notes, you can put C lead capture form, and then in the comment you can go and you can upload a file. Like you can upload a picture of the lead capture form. So then it's in the comments. And so that's something else that you can do there if you'd like. But this is the same thing for outgoing calls. You can send an outgoing text similar by clicking send text message. So you notice if you're doing this is good for like a quick text message, but if you wanted to send those SMS templates, note that the best way to do that is actually within the inbox. You know, you can go to your text thread and send an SMS here, or you can go to your recent calls and send them a text through the recent calls like that. And this way you have the functionality of adding a template, which you might want to use if you have certain scripts. So that is that. Now, in the situation that, let's say this was the phone call that I just made. Let's say I text you back and I hit send. It will go ahead and get registered within the lead, and something else cool will happen. Oops, didn't mean for that to pop up. So you can see we got an incoming text from that number saying text back. But the other thing that happened is the inbound communication, or the lead status, was changed to inbound communication. And sometimes you need to refresh to see that actually happen. But because of that, you also got a follow-up date of the tomorrow, or essentially 24 hours. So this is saying anytime you receive an incoming call or a text, it will get flagged. Lead status will automatically change to inbound communication, and that is so that you can go ahead and update this lead based off of what they tell you back. If they say, hey, I'm ready to sell, it might be a hot lead. If they say bug off, it might be a junk lead, right? So then you can update it. And so that's the only lead status that automatically changes based off of an exterior event, a trigger happening. Everything else you will manually click through. I guess new lead is different as well when you that automatically gets set when you upload a new lead. So I guess that's one of the other ones that triggers automatically. But everything else is you click on it as you go, and then there'll be like there'll be a resource that you can look at as far as like how do you know which one to select when you're stepping through the process, and I'll show you exactly how we select lead statuses based off that. So that is how you use the calling and the texting portion of smartphone. Go ahead and play around with it a little bit. Maybe create a new lead and add your phone number to it, and then you can play around and be calling it a few times and see what happens and call back, and you'll see how it gets filtered into the comments, and you'll see how it becomes. Also, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see it'll list it as communications, and you can click on those to see exactly how it got logged if you really want to. So there you have it.